Hello, got one of these? Or one of these? Yeah, of course you have. And no doubt 99% of students in your school have got one too. You probably know that there's many more times more computing power in an iPhone than in the physically large computers used on the Apollo missions to the moon. Some of you are probably Googling that claim as I speak. You and your colleagues amongst your teaching staff will know about the positive power of the internet for teaching and learning, even if students' obsession with social media can sometimes get in the way. The internet, if used well as a tool for learning, can widen a student's reading and awareness of a subject and can have an egalitarian effect. The old issue of a student with books in the house having an inbuilt advantage is at least mitigated, if not removed, via access to the internet. But let's think for a moment about the power of social media and the internet for professional learning. For your staff, as they seek to deepen and broaden their professional knowledge and skills, it offers a number of advantages. First of all, it's flexible. Less time out of the classroom, and within the natural limitations of the day job and family life, learning can take place at a time and place of the learner's choosing. I suspect that less time out of the classroom and fewer of those day-long treks for teachers to the Metropole at Llandrindod Wells or wherever will be attractive to head teachers and senior managers. It can bring together wider peer groups. A teacher from Chepstow can learn alongside a colleague from Holyhead. A teacher from Prestatyn can learn with a colleague from Haverfordwest. Teachers from Welshpool and Rhondda can be in the same seminar group. The quality of learning platforms are now highly sophisticated. What we're talking about here is not distance learning, it is flexible, blended learning, with teachers participating in real-time seminars and one-to-one tutorials. Yes, there may be a need for occasional gatherings at specified locations, but the learning that takes place by being an active participant in seminars and tutorials can just as easily take place via various Skype-type platforms. And learners can benefit from real-time or recorded input from international experts. Those academics or professional leaders that you've only read about in an academic journal or seen once a decade, if you were lucky, at a conference. Well, here they might be giving a lecture via YouTube or indeed talking to you live and answering your questions on Skype. Flexible then, yes. But what about the blended element in all of this? Well, it's obvious when you think about it. You will know that the internet is not the absolute silver bullet for your school students. That's why you have skilled and dedicated teaching staff. As someone once said when talking about the internet, knowledge is everywhere, but understanding remains elusive. Or to put it another way, fake news is out there. And one of the tasks of teachers is to guide students to clear, evidence-based analysis. You know that applies to your teaching staff. It also applies to professional learning. Experts aren't going anywhere. You should know that because you are experts in your own field. In terms of modern pedagogy, experts now work within the creative space and flexibility provided by the internet and social media to give, at its best, as rich a learning experience as has ever been humanly possible. That means a blend of private study, working with peers, being guided by skilled lecturers and experts, and ease of submission and assessment of written materials. Hey, what's not to like? Now that challenge isn't easy. The re-engineering of professional learning opportunities for teachers has to get the blend right. That means designing methods and materials that are attractive and easy to use, but the benefits are potentially enormous for the learners themselves as they seek to develop their knowledge and skills and then deploy them in their work, for head teachers in not having to release colleagues nearly as often from the classroom, and for the teaching profession as a whole in Wales. A well-designed professional learning programme and suite of materials can be made available in a coherent fashion and of course in both languages right across our nation. The quality will be the same and the opportunity the same wherever a teaching professional works and lives. As head teachers and school leaders, you will also see mid-career teachers from elsewhere in Wales applying for promotions to your school. And you will know that they have followed a consistent programme of professional development regardless of where their previous appointments have been. But perhaps one of the biggest challenges lies with you as leaders. Despite the ubiquity of social media, despite the sophistication of computer games, despite the development of massive open online courses, or MOOCs, by Harvard University, the Open University and others, that have many hundreds of learners, indeed hundreds of thousands of learners at any one time, there can be a suspicion of, or even a resistance to, what is erroneously seen as non-traditional forms of learning. So you, as leaders, head teachers, you will need to promote this opportunity and sell it to your staff. Please take some time to discuss this with colleagues. How would you promote flexible blended learning as the key delivery method for professional development? Who will you need to convince? And what tools will you need to do this, apart from your natural charm and leadership skills, that is? Your responses will provide essential feedback for those designing the new professional learning programmes. This is a big opportunity for Wales, and more particularly for the teaching profession, collectively and as individuals. If we get this right, and we're determined to do so, the benefits will be huge. As head teachers and leaders, your positive engagement will be critical. Quite simply, it is unlikely to work without your input. And there's an added bonus as well. Not only will we provide more opportunities for professional development, delivered consistently and coherently across Wales, leading to enhanced skills for an already committed group of professionals, it will also give you and your staff the chance to start learning on those social media devices and, maybe to your pupils' amusement, get down with the youth. What more could you ask for than that? Please seize the opportunity and enjoy. Diolch yn fawr.